Everybody, it's your boy GG, aka Gert Gaming, and today we are doing the final PvE build before Lightfall. This is our Stasis Hunter, as you can tell by the screen, and we are going to be going over the weapons, the subclass, and the build, and then we are going to be taking it through the Legend Lost sector just like normal. So let's hop right into it. So first, we'll start with our subclass. We've got our Gambler's Dodge, so when we dodge near enemies, recharges our melee ability. We've got the Triple Jump, that's, personal preference. We've got our Withering Blade. We toss a Stasis Shuriken to damage and slow enemies. And then I'm rocking the Duskfield Grenade. You could put Cold Snap on there or Glacier, depending on what kind of stasis build you're going for, but I think Duskfield works the best for Hunter and for what we're doing. Basically, you throw it and it shatters on impact. Because of our aspect, it leaves a little crystal and it increases the size, but anything that goes in it is then slowed and eventually frozen. We've got Grim Harvest for our first aspect. That gives us 3 fragment slots. Defeating slowed or frozen combatants creates stasis shards, and these shards give you melee energy when picked up by you or allies. And then our second aspect is Touch of Winter. Like I said, it enhances the different stasis grenades. For Duskfield, it increases the slow field and creates a small stasis crystal on the point of impact. So we come down to our fragments. We have 5. First one is Whisper of Conduction. We have passive 10 resilience, passive 10 intellect, and then nearby stasis shards will track to our position. We have Whisper of Chains. While we are near a frozen target or a friendly stasis crystal, we take reduced damage, and that adds 10 recovery. Collecting a stasis shard grants a small amount of overshield. This is Whisper of Rhyme, by the way. And it falls off after 10 seconds. Collecting more refreshes the timer. Our fourth one is Whisper of Bonds. Defeating frozen targets grants a super energy. That does take away 10 discipline, 10 intellect. And yeah, Rhyme didn't have any passives. And then Whisper of Fissures increase the damage and size of the burst of stasis when we destroy a crystal or defeat a frozen target. So, and actually, we did go through and change all this. Okay, so starting with our head, we have a Resilience mod. We have Hands-On, so we gain bonus super energy on melee hits. We have Harmonic Siphon, so rapid final blows with a damage type matching our subclass will create an orb of power. And we also have Elemental Armaments, the same thing, but for elemental wells. So they will be stasis for us. So we go to our arms. We have a Resilience mod. We have Anti-Barrier Pulse because, like I said, we're going to go through a Legend Lost sector. We have Momentum Transfer, causing damage with your grenade reduces our melee cooldown, and we also have Elemental Charge. We become charged with light by picking up an elemental well that matches our subclass. So for us, again, Stasis. We have, that would be done with our arms. Now we go to our chest. Give me 1 second, guys. Stream is not wanting to refresh. We're on our chest. We've got a Resilience mod. We have a Concussive Dampener, reduce incoming AoE damage. We have our Energy Diffusion Substrate, and we also have High Energy Fire, so while we are charged with light, we gain bonus weapon damage until that enemy is killed. So this is more like for major or boss damage DPS. Now we come down to our exotic, which is the Frosties. I was debating on using this or using Bacchus, but I think Frosties in solo play kind of has a better advantage, I guess. So you get increased grenade, melee, and dodge regeneration while you're sprinting, and dodging increases our sprint speed. I put a Resilience mod on there. I put a mobile retrofit on there. Orbs of Restoration, so picking up an Orb of Power grants a small amount of energy to the ability with the least amount of energy. And we have elemental shards, so stasis shards count as stasis elemental wells for us. It doesn't apply in anything but PvE. And then we have our cloak. So I have another resilience mod. I have the low entropy superconductor just because there's also unstops, but I wanted to use the exotic weapon that we're using for this instead of like a hand cannon. So this way our stasis shuriken will be able to stun the unstoppable champs. And we also have solo operative. While we're the only member of our fire team, we deal increased damage. So taking a look at the weapons, we have our exotic trace rifle Agers. This is pretty much like the best upgrade you can put onto a stasis build. So stasis final blows transfer ammo from the mag to the mag from reserves, and then final blows with this weapon generate a slowing burst around the defeated target. I have the catalyst, I just don't have it completed. If you have it, basically you hold X or you hold whatever input it is for you, and then it takes your super and like activates it, but instead of using your super, it uses it to boost the gun damage. I've seen some damage testing with it. I don't necessarily know if it's worth doing that, but you know, if you're running like a crowd control super and you're in like a boss fight, you know, this would be a good way to boost your DPS without actually having to use your super, depending on what you're doing. For our secondary, we have the Darkest Before Pulse. It's got Overflow and Rampage, Miner's Spec. It's our anti-barrier, and then I'm running my Hothead. So we are on, they're already fighting the boss. We are on the moon, going to the, I believe it's K1 Revelation boss sector. Over here in the altars, that's what it is today. Yeah, pew pew, pew. Arc shields, void burn. So we should be good to go. Fire pit, I hate fire pit. They just lob grenades over and over and over again. And so we are going to get this done. This will be uploaded on YouTube tonight, and we'll be done with the PvE. I did stream a PvP hunter build the other day. I didn't put that on YouTube just because I didn't know how long I would have before all of these PvE ones were done. But now I know that they're going to be done before Lightfall. And so this is going to be a real quick stream. I'm actually on my Series S right now just because I don't have Beyond Light purchased on my PC. I only have Witch Queen. And with Lightfall coming out, I didn't really see a need to buy all the DLC again, because there's a brand new DLC coming out. Wow, it just completely missed? Okay. So anyway, this is going to be a real short stream. We're just getting this last video knocked out, and then I'm going to hop over to my PC, and we are going to stream some Crucible on my Titan, and we might stream some Lost Sectors just for exotic grinding, and probably just bounty farming on the other two characters. I've gotten my Titan completely full, but my Warlock and Hunter still only have probably, I don't know, from like 8 to 12 bounties on them apiece. Yeah, that's the crazy thing about the like delayed detonation on these rockets, is that it really does so much, and it's gonna be immune, isn't it? Yep. They do so much damage on that second explosion, and it just takes so long to get it to actually do anything useful. Oh my god, they always do that, man. as you can see, Aegir's by itself is doing a pretty good job of melting champions. You really don't even have to use your heavy on them if you don't want to. I don't believe we have any ammo finder mods on, so this is what it would be like ammo economy wise if you didn't do anything with them. We'll just try to run this through without fucking up any more times. Unstoppable that comes out. Come on now, boy. That should get him good. Oh yeah, there we go. Make sure that was reloaded. Night. Oh, did he just juke that? Oh my god, are you gonna let me up? I hate the physics in Destiny so much. Dodge that one, did you? Oh my god, this game, dude, sometimes really brings out the worst in you. Easier just to come over to this side. That rampage to kick in. Oh, hello. He made absolutely no entering sound. But it's cool, because we still got 4 revives. Now I have found it's actually better just to use all your heavy ammo on this guy before just dumping your super into him because of how many ads spawn At the end of this, we've used this K1 Revelation as a Lost Sector testing multiple times. And there's a lot of enemies and champs that spawn. Oh, he got me. But that's okay, because that's the final champion. So now... Ooh, like right there, just a bunch of them. And boom, he's gone. Alright, let's see what tasty loot we got. A red border Amit. Solid. Definitely worth it. But yeah, guys, so that is, that's the build right there. Sitting at a, sub 10-minute clear. Could be a little more optimized. At the end of the day, you could run a different primary pulse or, bow to get the anti-barrier. Maybe something that doesn't have the lasting impression would be good. Just like an explosive light tracking module hothead's really good, or, really anything. I think it was a void burn, so taking like a void rocket, or like I use Leviathan's breath a lot, that hits really hard when it comes to the burns for certain activities. But that is our Stasis PvE Hunter build. That's the final build. We've done one for each subclass, for each character. Now we're just waiting on Strand to come out with Lightfall. As soon as Strand comes out, I will do my best to get at least one character completely done and put out, and I've heard talk of being able to skip the campaign and unlock them, so we'll see what's up with that whenever everything fully releases. But as always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you thought of the build, and I'll catch you next time. Deuces.